Hey you guys! So I woke up super pumped this morning because this is my last day in glasses. I'm like more excited than I am anything else. Like I'm definitely nervous and anxious to see what the results are going to be like, especially because everyone talks about fluctuation and there is some pain associated on the first couple of days, but like I don't even care about that. I am just so excited that I'm going to be able to see without glasses, without contacts. Like y'all have no idea. Like literally, so just so you have background, I have been wearing glasses since I was 7 years old. Yeah, I got my first pair of glasses when I was like 7 or 8. And then a couple years later, by fourth grade, I was in contacts. I've been in contacts ever since. I wear them every day. My prescription is about like -6 in my right eye, and it's close to -7 in my left. And in the left, I have astigmatism. So I have a pretty high prescription. So for any of you guys who know, like, you can't see anything. Like if I take off my glasses, you could be standing right in front of me. I'm not going to be able to make out any of your facial features. Like you're just going to look like a blob, which is crazy. So I'm excited. Like needless to say, I am super, super excited. I can't wait to update you guys. Okay, so I just got home from having the procedure done. It went really well. And so I went in at 9 and left there at 10:30, but the actual procedure itself was like 6 minutes, like 3 minutes per eye, honestly, maybe even less. No pain. I did feel pressure. And it was a little uncomfortable at certain parts. I haven't had any pain. Like my eyes are still pretty numb. It's starting to wear off a little bit, but still no pain or discomfort. So I'm probably going to take a Tylenol just in case I start to get some pain, but nothing yet. And I haven't had any watering. I know a lot of people like right after the procedure start to water and like immediately are sensitive to light. I wasn't sensitive to light. Granted, it was overcast. And I also didn't have any watering so far. Mind you, it's been 2 hours since I actually went in, probably like an hour-ish since the procedure. So it's still pretty fresh. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick update on how I'm doing. I'm about to just rest and chill, not look at any electronics or, screens, anything like that. Maybe listen to podcasts, try to sleep. They encourage you to sleep and close your eyes. So I'm going to try to do that. But yeah, feeling great otherwise. I'll keep y'all posted. Hey you guys, from the last time I talked to you guys, I did have maybe like a couple hours, I would say it was like 5 hours after the procedure where my left eye started hurting. It was really uncomfortable. The pain was probably like a 6 or 7. Nothing was really making it feel better. Keeping it open, keeping it closed. I used my kind of just replenishing teardrops, and the coldness was soothing for like 1 second, but that was it. So you do have to just kind of deal with it. I did take a Tylenol, 500 milligrams, and it honestly didn't really help, but I did fall asleep for a couple hours, and now I just woke up. You can probably hear it in my voice. And when I woke up, my left eye isn't hurting anymore. The right eye is starting to get a little uncomfortable. I am getting some of those burning sensations that they talk about, but it's all tolerable. My pain tolerance is very high. So if you have a high pain tolerance, you'll probably be fine. But if you don't, you'll definitely want to take some type of, Advil, Tylenol, to knock you out or just lessen the pain overall. I also wanted to tell you guys about the actual procedure. I said I would tell you kind of step by step. So when I got there first in the morning around 9 o'clock, it was, there was a few people in the lobby, but not everybody else was there for PRK. Some people were doing other things. So there was about 3 people there for PRK or Lasik. And I was probably the second person in line. And so I did have to wait for a little bit. I think I waited like 30 minutes. And then I got called back. As soon as I got called back, they gave me shoe booties, like shoe covers, and they gave me a hairnet to cover my hair. And they basically re-went over all of the post-surgery instructions as far as the eye drops and all that stuff. Mind you, my doctor called in the eye drops a couple days before. So I was able to pick those up from my pharmacy way before, like maybe a week ago before the surgery. Highly advise that so that you don't have to deal with picking up drops and stuff on the day of or rushing to pick them up afterwards. So then when I was in there, they gave me a little kit, and inside the kit there were a sample like box of replenishing eye drops, preservative free. They'll tell you which ones you need, but at least that will get you through like a nice short period of time. And then they also had these that I have on my face now, these glasses, which you can wear outside. They kind of wrap around, and they're pretty comfortable and light. But you will need these to protect yourself from the sun. They also gave me a face shield. I'm going to show you the shield. So this is to sleep in. It's plastic, and then it has this band. But basically, just to protect your eyes, they told me to sleep in this for 1 week so that, you know, you don't rub your eyes while you're asleep or just kind of like put pressure on them while you're asleep. To protect them. And so that's what was in the kit. There's also an emergency drop that they advise you don't use unless you're like in excruciating pain, because it does stop recovery a little bit. So I was okay. I'm able to deal with the pain, so I'm fine. And then I went and got one last picture of each of my eyes. So they took maybe 4 or 5. It was a topography picture. This was going to be the actual, information and measurements that get sent to the Lasik machine. So they took those and, got really good pictures for the machine and sent those over. And then I went into a waiting room. As soon as I got called back from that waiting room, I walked straight into the actual facility, like where the surgery was going to be done. And so when I got there, there was this huge white table. That is when they took my glasses off for the last time. Woo! And when they took the glasses off, they told me to lay down on that table. And then when I laid down on the table, they gave me 2 balls to hold in my hands, like stress balls. They did give me the option to take a Valium right before we were taking the topographies. And I personally was not very nervous. Like, I was more excited than anything. So I was like, no, I'm fine. I don't really need it. But the guy after me, like, I know he wanted to take it because he was a little freaked out by everything. So that just depends on you. And they do say it makes you sleepy. So that's helpful if you do want to fall asleep right after. But I didn't take it. So I was holding on to the stress balls, laid back on the table, and then they started cleaning my eyes. So, a lady came, she introduced herself, asked me what was being done. And then, to confirm, they do that to confirm with everybody who's having a surgery, if you ever had surgery before. And then they clean off your eyes. And once she cleaned them off, she cleaned off my lashes, like a couple times, went over everything, cleaned the whole area around. And then the surgery began. So the actual surgery itself was probably about 2.5 minutes per eye. So altogether, like 6 minutes, I want to say. Very, very quick. But as soon as they got started, they covered my left eye. They started on the right, taped that down with a patch. So they tell you to kind of keep both of your eyes open and not try to like blink or hold this left eye. The good news is you can blink if you want to, because the first step is they put a clamp in your eye and they open it. The clamp was super like awkward for me because I was like, oh man, like they're actually putting this clamp under my eyelids and like opening it. You'll see if you've ever YouTubed a PRK video, you can see what that looks like. But the clamp was kind of intimidating at first, so the clamp was fine. It was a little intimidating, but by that time they had dropped numbing drops in my eyes, so I couldn't feel the actual clamp. I just felt the pressure. So the pressure opened up my eye, and they were like, you can blink. You can try to blink as many times as you want. At least my left eye would be blinking, but the right eye was going to be held. So that's good. You don't have to like worry about that at all. And so then they dropped the numbing drops again. They dropped a few, and I was kind of surprised that they did it just before the clamp went in. I was like, are these numbing drops going to kick in? Like, I was kind of getting nervous, but the numbing drops kicked in immediately. So then it's weird because you can see everything that they're doing. So warning, you can see it. So if that stresses you out, maybe you do want to take the Valium, but I thought it was cool. So they came down with this little circular device, and they basically drop like the solution so it dissolves the top layer of your cornea. And then you can see the doctor coming down with like the scalpel or like a little sponge looking thing to scrape that surface off. And then, whatever was left over, he just took the scalpel and or the forceps. I keep saying scalpel. Oh my gosh, I'm probably freaking you guys out. It's a forceps, and they grab it and just remove it, all that layer of the top. And then they kind of like drop in some more solution, rinse it out, all this stuff. So I could kind of see like all the things that were coming and kind of blocking my vision, cleaning it and all that stuff. But the whole time I was just looking up at this light. So then he's done with that part, moves you under the laser. The laser comes down. I'm just looking at this green dot, and it just kind of looks like a patch of green light with like little dots in it. And I just stared at that. I stared at that. That lasted 30 seconds. It does smell like burnt hair. Like you can actually smell the laser in action. It kind of just smells like burnt hair. And it's kind of loud. Like you feel like you're in this tunnel of like, ooh, like that. But again, fine. It was all fine for me. And then once that was over, 45 seconds after, there was something happening. I honestly don't know what was happening. It just looked like my eye was being hovered over by something for 45 seconds. And I could hear like the nurse count down in the background. And then as soon as that was done, they put a whole bunch of cold ass water. And when I tell you it was cold, like it was giving me a brain freeze. Like flush your entire eye. And then it was over. And it was crazy because as soon as they said it was over and they were like moving me back to the middle, I could see. I was like, wait, I can see. It was so weird. And I even said it. I was like, wait, I can see. He was like, it's pretty cool, huh? I was like, yeah. So it was crazy. And then they basically taped that right eye up and did the same thing on the left eye. The only thing I could feel was pressure. So I did feel the pressure of the clamp, like I mentioned. I also felt the pressure when they put that little circular device on and dropped the alcohol on. I could feel the pressure of the circular device. But again, not painful. The laser, you definitely don't feel. Nothing was painful at that point. So then it was over. They told me to get up. I get up. I can see well enough to see them in the room. I mean, it was crazy. Obviously, it was blurry. I couldn't see crystal clear, but I could see enough to get myself around, which is a miracle. So I got up. They checked my eyes really quick just to make sure the contact bandages, which is a non-prescription contact in my eye, they checked to make sure that that was flat and it was looking okay. And then they sent me on my merry way. So that was it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. And right now, just so to give you guys an idea about my vision, I can see everything around me right now. Like I can see, right in front of me, which normally I can't see if I don't have my glasses on. It is blurry. It's not crystal clear, but both of my eyes I can actually see. And sometimes when I drop my drops in, my vision gets super clear. So I can tell like the potential is there. My vision will clear up, but it just needs time. I need to heal and it needs to take time, but it's a miracle what I can see now. So right after the procedure in the car, I could see the license plate numbers, like I could see the signs. I mean, a miracle. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. Hey guys, I wanted to give everyone an update on where I'm at. So it's been about 36 hours. So I went through night 1. I won't lie to you, it was rough. It was pretty painful. So the left eye is healing slower. So it's just constant dull pain. And then sometimes the pain would feel like there was glass in my eye. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty painful. I did take over-the-counter Advil, Tylenol, stuff like that. It helps, but like not really. You can still feel it, all the pain. So if your pain tolerance is high, you're fine. But if not, I would suggest just knocking yourself out, sleeping, trying to get through it. I did wake up like every hour and a half just because it was burning and dry, and drop some eye drops in my eye. So keep that in mind. Then today, this morning, when I woke up, I had a follow-up, my day 1 post-op follow-up today. Everything was fine. The pain is normal. Obviously, my vision is very blurry. The doctor told me that it's going to get worse before it gets better. So it'll probably worsen over the next couple of days, but everything's pretty blurry. I still have this constant pain. My eyes are constantly watering. Keep tissues on deck. Keep your eye drops on deck. Keep them cold in the refrigerator. It's really soothing. That's it. Hey, you guys. So today is day 2 post-op. So 48 hours after the procedure. As you can see, I'm in the car. So I'm feeling much better. the good news is the pain is way less, and I still have discomfort, but it's nowhere near where it was before, so that's wonderful. The bad news is the vision is worse, but that's totally expected. So I went to my post-op yesterday, which you probably saw me talk about, and the doctor did tell me to expect my vision to get worse over the next couple of days, but the discomfort to get much better. And that's exactly what's happening. I slept much better. Instead of waking up 10 times, I woke up like 3 times, and I didn't wake up with pain, really just a little bit of dryness. And I was able to go right back to sleep. So it was a good night. Today's probably going to be a good day, minus the fact that I can't see. But it's fine, because as long as I know I'm going to see and the pain is gone, we're good. That's all for today. I'll keep you guys posted. Hi you guys. So I just wanted to give an update. As you can see, I'm in the car, I'm driving, so obviously my vision is good enough to drive. I feel comfortable driving today. I just left the doctor's office and I just got the contact lens that they put on as a covering removed, and I got my eyes checked. So the good news is my epithelial layer, like that top layer, is healing great. It's completely closed up, but the center is jagged. So once the contact lenses came out, I was actually seeing a little bit worse, which is completely normal. Some people see a little bit worse after they come out. Some people see a little bit better. Some people, there's no difference. So yeah, just setting expectations. He did put numbing drops in my eye, so right now I can't feel anything, but I am to expect some scratchiness later, so I'll update you guys on how that actually feels, or if that actually happens. But yeah, I'm good enough to drive, but it definitely got blurrier. So like, just, you know, you want to keep that in mind if you are planning your time out. Like, I honestly have no idea how people are going back to work after this procedure. Like, you need at least a week off, and I'm honestly thinking you may not possibly need more if you have like a job, or like any type of job where you have to like read things, or like, I don't know, anything up close. Like, I don't know, I just don't see it being possible for you to go back like that following Monday. Like, my procedure was Thursday, but I would never be able to go back to work Monday. Like, that was impossible. That would have never happened. So we'll see how I'm feeling by the end of this week, and I'm supposed to be going back to work next Monday, so hopefully I can see much better by then. But like, I don't know, you know. So I don't know, if you're getting PRK, just really think about the time that you have off from work, or like, you know, what your time is looking like afterwards. I just wanted to give you guys an update. So I can pretty much see similar to how I was seeing these past few days. It hasn't gotten better much, but I mean, it also isn't getting worse, or like the pain isn't getting bad. So how I see it is, like, I can see everything. It's just that there is some double vision. So like, if you've ever had I don't know, like a dirty contact lens, or maybe when you first wake up you have to like blink a few times to get it clear. It's like that type of vision, but it doesn't clear up. Like, it's just constant blurry vision, or constant double vision, I should say. And that's mostly when it starts to get up close. It gets even more, like, the double vision is more pronounced. When it's further away, it's actually not that bad. So yeah, just wanted to give an update on that. Otherwise, feeling great. It is pretty weird. Like, sometimes I feel like I have contacts on at night, and I'm like, I need to go take out my contacts, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what are you talking about? Because I do feel like that sometimes, just with some of the dryness. So yeah, continuing to use my drops. Today is the last day I need to use my antibiotic, and that's where I'm at. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so this is the 2-week update. 2 weeks post-op. I had my surgery today, 2 weeks ago. It is Thursday. Wanted to give a quick update. If you're wondering where I am in a hammock in my backyard. My friend Coco, shout out to you, got me this hammock, and it's amazing, y'all. I'm still working, so I'm just laying in the hammock, but like slick dozing off because it's so comfortable. I was back to work on day 11. That was my first day back to work. I stopped sleeping with the eye shield on day 12, so that was just like 2 days ago. And vision wise, I can see everything. I still have the double vision / blurry vision, so it's not crystal clear. Probably, I would say that I'm like 90 something percent there, but it's definitely not 100. Like, it's super blurry still, especially reading things up close, but even like distance, like everything has a little bit of double vision, which is completely normal and expected. Everyone's healing time is different, so if you see videos where people could see crystal clear a couple days after, that was their experience. That's not everybody's experience. I'm 2 weeks out and I still can't see crystal clear, and that's totally normal. So just keep that in mind. My prescription is also higher. There's a lot of fluctuation. So there's better days and worse days. Sometimes I can see really good, still blurry, but good. And then some days it gets worse. Like today is kind of a hazy day. Again, normal. I am experiencing a little bit of discomfort and like dull pain in my left eye, but it's nothing bad. It's nothing that lasts. It's like very short periods of time. The drops really help, just the lubricating drops, and I've been using them every 1 to 2 hours, especially working. You want to make sure your eyes are always lubricated because staring at screens and stuff can dry your eyes out quicker. So I've been doing that. Reading, looking at the laptop, it's definitely blurry. I've been zooming the screen to make sure I'm not straining my eyes. So just zooming everything to make everything super big. Even the text on my phone, I zoom that. The bigger, it just helps so you're not straining to try to like make things clear. I've been taking showers with my eye shield on just because I don't want water directly hitting my eyes. I've been washing my face around my eyes, just being very like aware that nothing gets in them and protecting them. So hopefully the next time I talk to you guys will be a 1 month update, and hopefully I can see 100% by then. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. What's up? I'm a hype, y'all. I'm a hype because today is the 4-week update. I literally just left my 1 month follow-up appointment. Everything's looking great. I think the last time I talked to you guys, it was after 2 weeks. So it's been another 2 weeks and a lot has changed. So after the 2 to 3 week mark, that's when I really started noticing a change, y'all. Like, that's when things started becoming like crystal clear. Like, you still got to blink it out sometimes, blink, and then next thing you know, you can see stuff clearly. Like it's almost like a slow, gradual thing that I noticed, but the vision is A1, y'all, A1. So at my follow-up, as it was before, I'm still healing slower in my left eye. So my right eye is damn near perfect right now, y'all. Like, I'm seeing 20/20, and in some cases even better than 20/20 in my right eye. What? That's crazy, right? My left eye has not caught up to the game yet, so still really good, but it's not perfect. So like, if I was to close my left eye and just use my right, it's crystal clear. If I just use my left, things that are small aren't the clearest, but like, you can do everything every day. Like, I'm to the point where, even if it was just my left eye, like, I can do everything on the laptop. I can do everything. I can drive. I can see close, far, like all that. It's all good. So from here, it's just going to get better and better. So yeah, healing very well. Everything is looking good. He did say the left eye still has some healing to do. The right eye is looking pretty good as far as the healing process goes. Still using my drops. Instead of 3 times a day, I will go down to 2 times a day. And then after that, the next month, I'll go down to 1 time a day. I do use my preservative-free eye drops still, especially because I sit in front of a computer most of the day for work. And so, I do like every couple of hours, just make sure I drop some of those drops just because of the dryness. I'm not that dry to where I'm irritated. In the morning when I wake up, there's a little bit of dryness. But guys, I think I'm one of the lucky ones. I don't have the dryness like most people have. Like, it's there, but it's not extreme. And I also have minimal light sensitivity. Like, it does bother me a little bit if I'm inside the house and there's like bright lights. But it's not extreme. Like, I'm not having major issues. And then, of course, out and about, I always wear my sunglasses, which please do. That's very important for your healing. But yeah, I'm hype, y'all. I can see. Yes, it's bomb, y'all. I highly recommend. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you to do PRK or anything like that. But what I will say is that for me, it was about patience, okay? y'all, I went back to work on after 10 days and I couldn't see shit on my laptop. Okay, it was all blurry. I had to make everything, I had to zoom in 100. Right now I'm A1. You just have to give yourself time. So if it's something that you need quickly, then PRK may not be for you. You have to have patience with this process. You know, I'm healing pretty fast at a month. Some people take 2 to 3 months. Some people take 4 to 6. Some people even up to a year. So you really need to be patient and realize that everyone's not the same. So that's my feedback. But guys, that's it. I think I'm going to close the video out here because it has been through the month update. I do have another appointment in I think 3 months. So that'll be like a 4 to 5 month update overall. And so maybe I'll let you guys know how I'm doing then. But thank you so much for watching. If you have additional questions or anything like that, comment below. I'll definitely try to respond and provide any information that I can. Peace. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.